Did the ending of episode 7 of Gen V just change everything we thought we knew about the boys' universe? Thomas Godolkin, who has been using his mind control powers, has been manipulating everyone from the shadows for years. He's finally got Marie to heal him so that phase 2 of Sister Sage's plan to take down Homelander by culling all the weak heroes can finally begin. So in this video, we'll break down Godolkin's real plan, how that ties into Sister Sage's plan from the boys, and what it means for the finale of both Gen V and the boys next year. Since I write, edit, and produce all these videos by myself, if you guys can give me a like and hit the subscribe button, I'd greatly appreciate it, because his plan is chokingly diabolical. Thomas Godolkin, who is the scientist mastermind behind the creation of both Homelander and Marie, supposedly was a human who died back in 1967. We even saw a flashback of this event at the start of the season. However, it seemed that Thomas Godolkin was somehow able to get Compound V in his system and survived the fire that destroyed the laboratory that he was a part of. The way I think Godolkin was able to survive that fire was somehow after getting Compound V in his system, he was able to use his newly developed mind control powers to control somebody nearby to save his body. Even though he was saved, we saw how deeply burned and damaged his body has been, and because of that, he had to stay hidden in the shadows because of how weak and frail his body was, which is why he was controlling humans like Cypher to do his bidding. What I did find interesting in this episode, which may be a key to helping defeat Godolkin in the finale, is while he was using Cypher to fight off Polarity and the other heroes, the fact that he could only control one person at a time shows that there's a limit to Godolkin's powers. But now that his body is healed and he no longer has to control Cypher, would that mean that he now can control two individuals at the same time instead of controlling one? Before his body was healed, he had to use Cypher as a vessel. So that was him controlling one body, and using Cypher, he was able to control one other person. But now, without Cypher as the middleman, maybe I should stop calling him Cypher and call him by his real name, Doug.
Doug. My name's Doug Brightbill. I got a cat, Buster, and a car, and like the...
But because Godolkin no longer needs Doug as his conduit, I feel like now he can control two people at the same time, which I think is going to make his partnership with Sister Sage very interesting. Because so far what we've learned this season is that him and Sister Sage have been working together to get Godolkin's body back in order to start phase 2 of Sister Sage's plan, which they are hiding from Homelander, so I can only assume that that plan is to take down Homelander.
He was right. She knew you couldn't stop yourself.
But Godolkin said something very interesting this episode, which I think might lead to him having a different plan than Sage, because after he was healed by Marie, he was saying that Sage was right.
It's annoying how smart she is.
And he was kind of annoyed that Sister Sage is always right, meaning that because Godolkin seems to have a god complex,
we want gods to walk this earth, not circus freaks.
We saw this the way he treats other heroes with weird, and let's be frank, stupid powers. He believes they're beneath him, and he believes in a superhero supremacy. Stan Edgar said this 2 episodes ago. Thomas Godolkin wanted to control Supes, and Cypher wanted Soup supremacy. But now that we know Cypher no longer exists, and it's all Thomas Godolkin, it seems to me that Thomas Godolkin not only wants superhero supremacy, he wants to be able to control those superheroes. And the most powerful superheroes on the planet are both Homelander and Marie. That's where both him and Sister Sage's plans align. But if Thomas Godolkin really believes himself to be a god, do you think someone like that would be working with Sister Sage, who is smarter than him? Let's not forget, Sister Sage is the smartest person in the world. But Thomas Godolkin is also one of the smartest people in the world. He is one of the geniuses behind Compound V. And now that he has power to control people's bodies, why would he work with Sage when he could just take over her body? Unless there's a limit to his powers. Because this entire season has been him training Marie, getting Marie strong enough to the point where she can not only heal Polarity, but she can heal his body, which she did. She did something where I think not only did she heal his body, she also de-aged him, because he looks exactly how he looked back in 1967. We already know Marie can bring people back from the dead, as she did with her sister Annabeth. And if she can heal Thomas Godolkin and not only heal him but bring him back to his physical prime, I feel like that's a power he would want to have, especially after Marie displayed this season that she's strong enough to not only hold Jordan but Sam, Emma, and her sister as well, showing that Marie has power to hold back characters almost as physically strong as Homelander. So if Godolkin could, I think he would have just taken over her body and healed himself. I don't think he can, because why else would he train her up? So maybe there is a limit to what he can do, or maybe because he was using Doug as a conduit that limited his powers. Because we saw after Marie finished healing him, he let Marie and them go. He was not worried about them whatsoever. He actually went on campus and started the culling that Polarity tried to stop him from enacting. And over the last 2 episodes, Polarity has been showing us that he is the key to stopping Thomas Godolkin. We saw it firsthand this episode when he severed Godolkin's connection to Doug as well as everyone else. So maybe a combination of Polarity and Marie may be able to stop Godolkin. But if Godolkin is on the loose and he's culling all the weak heroes, that means he's amassing the strongest and fastest heroes across campus, which I think is going to lead to a big battle in the finale. I would not be surprised if Homelander, Starlighter, or even Billy Butcher shows up in this finale, because it's about to be crazy. We have some of the strongest heroes all converging on this campus, and I think the finale may springboard us into the first episode of season 5 of The Boys. It might be one long continuation, because we've seen throughout this season a lot of the characters from The Boys have been converging onto Gen V, and that may all be part of Thomas Godolkin's plan to bring out Homelander and try to take over his body. And if he takes over his body, there's really no one that could stop him, because he would be fast enough to kill Polarity before Polarity could sever the connection. But guys, that's just my thoughts. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this in the comment section below. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and until next time, peace.